I was but a tiny lad when I got my first commission. It happened like this.
Mom, what can I do? I'm bored. I have nothing to do.
Play with your toys,
Says she, pushing them aside to make a path between the fridge and the stove where she was trying to make dinner.
I can't. You can knock them over.
so draw a picture.
Says she.
I don't know how.
You'll figure it out. I'll give you a cookie when you finish.
Within minutes, I had mastered the new skill.
Look, Mom, I drew you.
It was very realistic. Some people think I have a shoe fetish. Can you believe that? So my mom says.
That's nice. Color it and I'll give you 2 cookies.
With this early commission, my art career was born. Later efforts produced better pictures, but you can only sell so many pictures to one client, even when she's your mom. Recently, she says,
That's nice, but do you have a shoe fetish?
"Why do you ask?" says I.
Because I don't have shoes like that, and it looks suspiciously like not me. If you stop drawing me now, I'll give you another cookie.
Then she tore several masterpieces from the fridge and put them in her scrapbook, next to the garbage can. I looked for them to show you, but I suspect one of my siblings stole them. Later commissions took on a more refined tone. I was hired by a magazine to draw pictures for one of their columns. This worked fairly well, except they always noticed the girls and so got somebody to replace them with other junk, like cars. Can you believe that? It's like a script from a telenovela. After a short time, I was creating cover art for the same magazine. Notice the dearth of girls. You'd have thought it was a magazine about cars. Each time I created one of these cover masterpieces, I gave up a little bit of my soul. When I had only a pie-shaped slice of soul left, with no apples in it and no ice cream on it, I said, "Enough!" And I started painting wine. This was a clever move on my part because when you paint wine well, you can pick it up and drink it. You can't do that with a girl, or shoes, or cars for that matter. As I began to become famous, people realized I was good at painting wine and they clamored for me to paint other things. You should paint chickens. You should paint cows. You should paint quail. Recently, my wife says,
You should paint some boats.
so I got busy at the easel. Then she says,
That's not a boat, that's a truck.
says I, "You're firing on both cylinders today, aren't you?" says she.
Well, you're only firing on one of yours, aren't you?
Since my meal plan is closely linked to my performance, I painted some boats.
That's gorgeous.
She enthused, belaboring the obvious. "You're rowing with both your oars today, aren't you?" says I. She pinned me to the wall with a sidelong glance and says,
We'll hang it in a place of honor and hope nobody buys it.
and so it comes to be that you now have this opportunity to own these boats, but while they're brand new, I cannot say whether or not they leak. If you need to learn more, make your way to my door and check them out for yourself. Be sure to jump on your internet surfboard and sign up for my newsletter. It gets you entered in my free draw for a $290 piece of art like this one. And while you're there, visit my online gallery where you can order reproductions of all my colorful paintings. There should be links somewhere in the description. In the description.